Welcome back, guys. Sherry here, the secret shop in Gerudo Town. Now, guys, I'm going to show you how to get there, but first let's go over what they have to offer. Now, this is where we can get the snow boots and the sand boots, which is going to allow us to just run regular through the snow and the sand because typically it slows us down. But most of all, this is where we can get the Desert Voe Armor. Well, we can get 2 pieces of the Desert Voe Armor. Now, I'm going to show you where to get the 3rd piece. That way you can have all 3 pieces. Because, guys, when we have this armor, it's going to give us a mid-level heat resistant. And the desert changes temperatures, but during the day it's extremely hot. So this is really going to help you traverse the desert during the day. However, if you get each piece enhanced twice by a fairy, you're also going to get a shock damage resist, which means that will increase your resistance to electricity. Okay, so let me show you what we got to do here, guys. Now, the first thing we need to do is let's make our way to Kara Bazaar, and then we're just going to head a little southwest on our map towards Gerudo Town. And here in Kara Bazaar, we're going to run into some vendors. And I highly suggest you see this one vendor that is going to sell the Desert Voe headband. That is going to give you a low-level heat resistant. Now, we're also going to run across a vendor that is going to sell some hydromelons. You can buy those and you can cook those up, and that is also going to give you a low-level heat resistant. However, if you cook up 5 chill shrooms, which you can get from the Hebra region, that is going to give you a mid-level heat resistant. And during the day, you're going to need a mid-level heat resistant. So you can either cook up the hydromelons and use the headband, or you could just cook up the chill shrooms and you can use that by itself. Now, the desert changes temperatures. It's going to be hot during the day and it's cold at night. So you might also need some cold resistant armor or food as well. But now, once we start heading into the desert, we're not going to be able to see where we're going. Not only is there sand everywhere, but our compass doesn't even work. You can go to your map and you're not going to be able to see anything. However, if you find these wind gusts, you can get up into the wind gusts, you can get above the sand cloud, and you can be able to see where you're going. Or, guys, you could just use a Zonai device and you could cheese the whole thing and fly your way to Gerudo Town. But if you decide to make your way through the sandstorm, we're also going to run into what's called Gibdos. Now, guys, you can take a picture of these things and then you can target them with your Purapad. You can either target them to hunt them out or you can target them to try to stay away from them. And when you do run across these things, don't run up to them and try to kill them instantly because you're just not going to be able to. You can throw some dazzle fruit, and if you notice, they will turn white. When they turn white, that is when you want to attack them. You can also achieve this by using bomb flowers, or shock fruit, or a yellow choo-choo. Any of these items will work, and it will cause the Gibdos to turn white. Now, once they turn white, that is when you want to attack them, and they are easy to kill. But now, the Gibdo bones that these guys drop, these are wonderful to fuse to your arrows. They have an extremely high fuse power, so I would suggest maybe hunting some of them down just to collect the bones. But just be careful, guys, because they only stay white for a limited amount of time. As you just saw right here, I had to hit this one again with some dazzle fruit because he had already turned back. So just be careful when doing that, and you may even run into some of these that have wings. The same methods work. Throw a dazzle fruit, bomb flower. Once they turn white, they'll hit the ground and they're easy to kill. Now, you're probably going to run into the Desert Rift if you just go straight and keep trying to make it to Gerudo Town. I just jumped across it. You may even run into this large structure. If you climb it, up top, there's going to be some Zonai devices. I just used a fan and a rocket and shot myself up into the sky, and then I could see Gerudo Town, and that's how I finished getting there. So either way you go, guys, the best thing I can suggest is if you get lost or get disoriented, just try to find some of those wind gusts. That will take you up over the sandstorm and you can kind of see where you're going. But now when you get into Gerudo Town, be really careful if you don't stay up top because the town is full of Gibdos. And the first thing I would suggest is to open the shrine that's up top. You don't have to go through it, just at least hit the hand thing and open up the fast travel. That's going to help you out a lot, just so that you can have a fast travel to the town. But to find this secret shop, guys, all we got to do is make our way back up top. right here where you see this guy standing. And we're just going to go right behind him. And it's right here on the map where I have marked with a star. And we just want to jump down into this hole. And then turn around and you're going to see some bustable rocks on your left. Now let's just bust all the way through these rocks. Just keep busting them until you see these pillars. And you kind of want to keep busting them to the left because you're going to come to a dead end. But once you see these pillars, let's just ascend through the ceiling. And this is where we're going to find the secret shop. So I hope this helps, guys. If you enjoy content like this, show me with a like. If you're new to the channel, I hope you consider subscribing. And I'll just catch you guys next time.